Hi Scorpio, thanks for tuning in. My name is Linda. Welcome to your reading for May. I've already shuffled all the cards and laid them out. This card here represents where you are now. Nine of Pentacles. The challenge you face, the world upright. The resources you can use is the Tower, strong top line. This is what are the hidden forces. Knight of Swords in reverse. Potential outcome, Six of Pentacles. I really like this reading. So far of all the readings for May, this one is feels most clear and most, I would say maybe positive and uplifting. I'm going to pick one rune here as well for what is the spiritual lesson. Fehu. Okay, this is really positive reading. There's a lot of abundance in your energy at the moment. There's a lot of potential for some changes coming in that will be very beneficial for you. For some people, that change with the Tower there on the top line, this is in the position of what resources you can use. So for some people, there could be a calling here or a need to make a sudden change that you maybe didn't necessarily expect or see coming, but that will actually really benefit you in a very big way, especially financially, because you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles in your reading. And the World is here as well in the position of the challenge you face. So these two cards together are where I'm getting the interpretation of a sudden and unexpected change. Like a cycle is closing out. And with the World in the position of the challenge you face, it's like you might not have expected that this cycle was going to end now. And as suddenly as it might. You know, with the Tower here in this position. But I feel like because the Tower is in the position of the resources you can use. Like normally the Tower comes into the reading as a kind of hand of God moment or some kind of action or activity or event that occurs suddenly and unexpectedly that can cause a shock or can catalyze a situation suddenly, but it seems like it's coming from outside of you. And you know, like on an energetic level, that's not necessarily true because we do make our choices in life and the universe kind of follows through on those choices that we make. But sometimes it looks like an accident or an event that's occurring by chance or by coincidence. But because it's here in the position of the resources you can use, it's telling me here that this change that you can make is something that you can invoke. It's a decision that you can make suddenly. It's not necessarily some kind of event that's forcing your hand, like a fire or an accident where you are kind of having to respond to an occurrence that's happening unexpectedly. This feels to me like you're actually in a good position right now to make some pretty strong choices that will put you in a very strong financial position. And it's saying here with this Knight of Swords and the Six of Pentacles, it could be that there are new people coming into your energy that you could work with that you didn't necessarily expect would show up, or that maybe you know them but you didn't expect that you could work with them. It's something like that. Or it could just be that if you're an independent person and you work alone, it could be that there's some new projects showing up that could be very financially rewarding for you, but maybe in order to take them you might have to turn down something else that was a consistent gig or that was something in your like monthly schedule that you already knew about. It could be that you have to sacrifice that in order to take a new project or a new opportunity that could actually be really good for your bank balance. But you might be a little bit afraid to kind of take that leap. But this reading is giving the message that it's good to do so. It's very safe. Safe. But like there's positive messages here in this bottom line that's saying if you take a risk on something and make a sudden decision and close out a cycle or like finish up something that you've been doing that's been steady and consistent, that some new energy is coming in that will be very rewarding for you and that will bring about a new cycle of new types of projects, but also new people to be in your world that you might not have expected you would ever have contact with. And it feels really good. The Six of Pentacles in the potential outcome it's feeling really good. It's feeling like fun and beneficial collaborations that are maybe giving you access to maybe events or people or skills. It could be that this project is being offered to you and you might not feel like you should take it because you don't necessarily have the technical skills required for it, but I feel like the people that are offering you the situation or the situation that's emerging and showing up is something that you're interested in and that you could excel at and that you need not hold back for fear of not being able to do it, because I feel like there's the opportunity here to learn on the job, like figure it out as you go along, and it's going to be, people around you will very much accept the level of skill that you have, knowing that you will be very capable of learning what you need to learn in order to excel in the project. So there's nothing to worry about. There's no reason to hold back there. Knight of Swords in the position of the hidden forces. I feel like this is saying that this energy is coming in unexpectedly and quickly, and you might be, like I said, you might be afraid to jump at something quickly because you feel like maybe it will be too irresponsible, or it's a brash decision to make because you have something that is already pretty steady and you like it and it's enjoyable and it's financially it's good, it's okay, it's good. It's not like you're not necessarily what's the right word, penny pinching or whatever. Like, you're there as a Nine of Pentacles. It's whatever you've been doing, whatever you are doing is working. So it could, that's why I feel the Tower's here. It's like you might feel like letting go of that in order to take this new offer is a risk, and it might feel too much of a gamble to kind of, because you can't do both. That's the point here. You're not going to be able to do both. It's a question of time and resources, and I feel like you're going to need to choose between these two things. But I feel like the new offer is something really cool and exciting, and maybe something that you didn't expect you would ever have a chance to do. Maybe it's something you thought about, or you were interested in, but you didn't think you would be able to ever work in that area, for example, because you don't have education or skills in that area or training. But like I said, I feel like whatever's being offered to you is being offered to you by people who know you, they like your personality, they trust you, and they want to give you a chance. And it's up to you to trust yourself enough and take a leap here, take a jump. It might not be as big of a risk as it seems so at first. And this rune is kind of confirming the whole thing, because this one is about abundance as well. Like, you've got this Nine of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, both upright, with this rune called Fehu, which is about wealth. It's about possessions. Traditionally in the runes, this would be representative of cattle, which is obviously something of value, income, abundance. So yeah, it's a fertile situation that you're being asked to trust yourself enough to accept and move towards. I like this reading a lot. I feel for some of you this is a new cycle opening up that you really do need. I feel that even though you have the Nine of Pentacles here in the upright with the World, both very accomplished energies, very satisfied, very self-reliant, very, very capable and whole, like it's whole energy, and it's also very, like, it's hard work energy, but it's like you made it through your own sweat and your own hard work and the effort you've put in. And there is a sense of accomplishment with the World. It's the last card from the Major Arcana, so there is a sense of completion, a sense of wholeness, a sense of accomplishment. But it's also saying that it could be the closing of a cycle, like it's finished. That whole routine has been completely and wholly finished up, and it's up to you now to acknowledge that, perhaps in order to move on and take a new opportunity that's showing up. But I do feel for someone watching this reading, there's a slight feeling of exhaustion, even though these two cards and the characters in the cards look very beautiful and very lavish and luxurious, happy and confident. You are all those things, but I feel a tiredness. I feel a slight exhaustion here. And so I think this change is a very welcome shift in your routine that will give you a feeling of freshness and excitement. Because I think what you've been doing is something that you know very well and you're very skillful at and very accomplished at, but it might start to feel a bit like a routine that is a little too familiar, perhaps. It's not for everyone, of course. But there's a definite message here of financial success being made available to you. It's simply about whether or not you're going to take the chance on something that feels a little unknown to you and maybe feels a little unsure and insecure. Do you have enough trust in yourself and also in the people who are making the offer to move towards something new that offers a lot of promise. There's a lot of hopefulness in this reading, as well as abundance and success. There's a lot of happiness here as well with these two cards, and the synergy card, the Six of Pentacles. I feel like this new offer is going to, like I said, bring you into a sphere of people that will be very beneficial for you. You'll fit really well there. You'll feel very seen and very understood and very appreciated in that space. Yeah. I feel the message of the Knight of Swords here in reverse is, be careful that you don't regret making a decision that is based on fear and not on promise of optimism and hopefulness and new horizons. That's what I feel from the Knight of Swords in reverse here. This is what's in the hidden forces. So, a lot of potential energy in this reading for new horizons, new people, new projects, and new financial abundance, like a different level. Scorpio, I feel like that's it for your reading. I'm just checking over to make sure I haven't missed anything. The other thing I feel about this Knight of Swords and the Tower as well is this feeling that this offer might come in suddenly, and it might require you to make a decision that's pretty quick, and that could be part of that feeling. I'm feeling like this, like gripping and holding on a little bit, some reservation, some hesitation. I don't know what else to say about that. It just is what's here in the energy of this spread. It could be again like this feeling of, you know, what makes it feel a little bit scary is that you feel like you don't have enough time to really think over it and feel it out and weigh up the pros and cons. I get this feeling like you're kind of being pressed for an answer very quickly without a lot of time to like have some thought. But all I can say, I guess, is trust your gut. It's not my job here to tell you what to do. I'm telling you here that the potential energy of this reading is offering this very abundant, full of reward and opportunity kind of hopeful energy, and it's just going to be up to each of you to like feel out your situation and feel out the offer and make a decision based on your intuition. With that, I'm going to close out your reading, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you. Thank you so much. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next reading. Bye for now.